Black child gets racially targeted by a no good racist white supremacist teacher down there in Florida who took it upon herself to, sing our young brother the happy birthday song. But only this happy birthday song version was composed of nothing but racist white supremacist stereotypes that they got about black people, like being in the zoo, looking like a monkey, smelling like one too, which is a bunch of nonsense, and this damn, white supremacist Karen teacher clearly had to know that that right there wasn't it. This damn teacher didn't crawl out from under a rock yesterday because she sung our brother, the happy birthday, original song version first and foremost. She should have just left it there, then up in front of the class, and she asked our young brother, did he want the funny version, and that's when she went in on the racist, white supremacist stereotypes, of looking like a monkey, smelling like one too, you know what I mean? And her asking our young brother, did he want the funny version? I think this damn white supremacist Karen, thought it'd be funny, to try to slip in that racist white supremacy towards, a black child, but in this particular case, her white supremacist Karen ass got caught, so we see how, funny she thinks it is now, in all actuality, that her narrow behind got caught. See, the public school system family, is sadly mainly composed of white supremacist Karens and Brads, you know what I mean? I call it the miseducation system. This is why, I'm more for, black folks, homeschooling a child if they got the ability to do so. Although I did hear that, version before of, with the monkey in it, this white supremacist, Karen teacher clearly had to know that that wasn't it. She should have known that that wasn't acceptable for a white teacher to be singing that song to a, black child, with the racial history that, our foundational black American lineage got in this country. She should have known that that wasn't it. You know what I mean? So she done it deliberately because, she first sung the original version and then, asked our brother, did he want the funny version? So in all actuality, this white supremacist Karen, thought it'd be funny to practice anti-black racism to a child, but her narrow ass got caught, so I got the audio and the video of this, white supremacist Karen teacher, singing our young brother a song, with the monkey in it, and her narrow behind got caught, in all actuality, she thought she was gonna get away with it. And we're gonna walk through and talk about this thing how we normally do, family. Fair use.
Hi, Legend. Did you have a birthday last week?
Yes.
Legend Whitaker just turned 6 years old.
Can we sing happy birthday to you?
He attends Floral Avenue Elementary in Bartow, where his class and teachers celebrated with a song.
Happy birthday to you.
But what happened next?
Would you like the funny song now that I sing to you?
That's where she should have just stopped with the happy birthday. She could have just left it there. Now she wants to interject that, racist white supremacy, and display her anti-black racism because she thought she was going to get away with it. She even said, you want the funny version because in all actuality, this woman thought it'd be funny to practice anti-black racism to a child. But we see how much her narrow behind is laughing now that, she got caught.
Stirred up hurt feelings and anger.
Happy birthday to you. You live in the zoo. You look like a monkey, and you smell like one too. Give a clap, everybody.
I don't like stuff like that.
Legend says
our young brother wasn't even clapping, with the rest of the class. So you could tell clearly he knew that that wasn't right in his act. You know what I mean?
Song hurt his feelings. His mother, Desiree Prather, says the teacher sent her the video, and she went straight to the main office.
I automatically said, that's unacceptable. And I don't think nothing's funny about it.
Prather says there's...
Yes, indeed. That black mother, I stand in alignment and agreement with our sister. She handled it, absolutely the right way. You know what I mean? Because what the teacher thought was she was just going to, slip in that racist white supremacy, and not have to atone for it, try to pull the wool over our sister's eyes. But our sister right here was up on game, and that's, what I like to see.
There's a history of black people being described that way, which makes it extremely upsetting.
My skin is boiling. I don't even like racism, and to know where we come from and our ancestors, and for us to be labeled like that, because when they call us monkey, they basically saying that we're ugly, we act like a monkey and all this and that. I don't like that at all.
Yeah, our sister's justified, for trying to get that teacher held accountable because the teacher know good and well what she was doing, and she thought she was going to pull the wool over our sister's eyes, and trying to, send a video to our sister. She thought she was just going to be able to get away all willy nilly, slipping in that anti-black racism and not be held accountable for it. But our sister, wasn't born yesterday. She up on game and she, done, what was, right and exact.
Polk County Public Schools district staff and the HR department are reviewing this. I followed up with additional questions like, is this the first time this teacher has sung this song to students? And I also asked, while this is being reviewed, will the teacher still be in the classrooms? I have not heard back yet.
I don't play games about my child.
They need to put that teacher on the first thing smoking and get her up out of there, because if she done this, right now, she's done it, many other times in the past and got away with it.
In a letter to the school board, Prather asked for an apology, immediate disciplinary action, and counseling for her son. After receiving no response, she decided to show up in person.
They just kept saying it's an active investigation. They can't answer no questions or anything like that.
Yeah, family. I don't know if any of the family remembers, but a few years back, another, school, Bunnell Elementary School down there in Florida, they got caught, for displaying anti-black racism. They invited, all of these black students, only the black students now, got, made to attend an assembly, on poor test scores. And, they was offered up, fried chicken and watermelon as incentive, to get good test scores. And they was told if they don't get good test scores, they'll end up homeless or in jail. That's a bunch of nonsense. We see a lot of, racist, anti-black, white supremacy, anti-black racism coming out of the school districts, down there in Florida, and under this, white supremacist Governor Ron DeSantis. So we got to keep our eyes on that aspect. Just my thoughts on the matter, but, put that racist, white supremacist Karen teacher on the first thing smoking. She ain't got no business being around no black youth. Just my thoughts on the matter. Peace.